You can also email me, Doug at thedougsstewartshow.com. And want to get your thoughts from this past weekend in the world of sports, in the world of college football. Did you know that there were 4 guys of note in particular that went over 200 yards this past weekend? Amir Abdullah from Nebraska, Oklahoma's Samaje Perine, Wisconsin Melvin Gordon, who Melvin Gordon is a beast. You're talking about a real high draft pick. As well as David Cobb for Minnesota. All 4 guys going over 200 yards, so they get baller awards from me. And a guy hadn't won the Heisman, a running back hadn't won the Heisman since 2009 when Mark Ingram did it. So ball award goes to those guys. Let's see if they can keep it up. I think we got BP now. BP, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What you got?
What's up, man? How you doing? Congrats on the new show.
Man, I appreciate it, brother. How you doing? Now, BP is old school from Oakland. He an Oakland pimp. Loves his Oakland Raiders. Loves his Oakland Raiders, his Bay Area teams, and very passionate about sport. And he's also in sports, and he's also in the media business, too. What's up, man?
Oh, man, everything is good. I had to call up on your first show, give my ballers and busters. And as a fellow Raiders fan, you'll probably feel me on this. My baller is most definitely Derek Carr. I love what I see from that kid. And I think if they take the reins off of him, we'll see even more.
Yeah, the team isn't that great around them, but I think they've got a quarterback, and that's the number one thing you got to do is you got to get a quarterback in the NFL, period.
Exactly. They're protecting him well. I think, other than Streeter and Jones, the receiving core ain't all that good. But my buster has to go to our offensive coordinator, Greg Olson. I'm saying, I know that Carr can't see the entire field yet because he's new. He's getting acclimated to the speed. But if we go lose, at least lose with some heart. Calling all of these screens and, keeping the reins on him, he's not going to learn.
Right, exactly. I agree 100%. What else you got?
Oh, man, that's basically it. I mean, I agree with you 100% on Goodell, man. If you're going to be the champion, you got to learn how to be the chump, too, at the end of the day. If you're going to come down with the hammer on everybody, you got to take it on the chin when the hammer come down on you.
Exactly. BP, appreciate the call, and you gone.
No doubt.
And he's gone. All right. I haven't said that in 2 years. Thanks for the call, BP. The number to the show is 404-382-0338. That's the number to the show. Whatever you want to talk about is your show. You get your own show for about 30 seconds. We need your ballers and your busters. We're going to grab a lot of calls, have a lot of fun. I tell you what, when we get back from the break, we are going to take your calls, and we're going to continue to talk about football and everything from this past weekend, as well as delve a little bit into my balls and busters. I got a baller and buster for you. And here's the thing about it. The guy is one person. Okay? He's a baller and a buster. You can probably guess who I'm talking about. But he's a baller and a buster all at the same damn time. And we'll talk about that dude and get more of your calls. I'll read some of your tweets. I really appreciate it. Your boy is back. Your boy is back. Your boy is back. Ryan Stewart coming on a little bit later with a huge announcement. Phone calls. It's the 2 live stews, except for it's just one. I got to keep emphasizing that. A lot of people, where Ryan at? Why you and Ryan ain't doing together? Ryan is a soccer dad now. That's part of it. He's a soccer dad with his 2 little boys who, as a matter of fact, are going to stay with me this weekend. Me and my wife are looking forward to that. Not because they are hellions. They are real hardcore little boys. Yeah, real hardcore little boys that'll get their knees skin up and wrestle and do all of that stuff all day long. That's my nephews, Miles and Mason. Okay? So, yeah. So he's going to come on a little bit later with this huge announcement. We'll give you more details about what's going on with the 2 live stews. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked. It's the Doug Stewart Show. The Doug Stewart Show is off and running. But just like every company, we need sponsors. Would yours like to work with one of the livest, most dynamic, and recognized sports talk show personalities in America? By the way, that's me. Getting in on the ground floor? Well, call us at 770-847-0536 or email me at doug@thedougsstewartshow.com and let's do business. From the smallest company in Atlanta to the biggest brands nationally and worldwide, shawty. People know me and the Stews brand in these streets. Holla at your boat. Once again, the number is 770-847-0536 or email me at doug@thedougsstewartshow.com. Yes! This your folk, Doug Stewart. Want to protect you and your family from life's unexpected mishaps? Then join 7. Join 7 is a prepaid legal company under the umbrella of the Protection Group. Join 7 is the only group benefit or motor club in the U.S. that offers auto reimbursement coverage, key replacement coverage, roadside assistance, gives you a current meta file, prescription savings, and a fully encompassed prepaid legal benefit that includes identity theft. They got your back. The average combined cost to purchase these benefits individually is over $850 a year. Join today and take advantage of all 7 for $17 a month. They've been around for over 20 years, so check them out by clicking on the banner link on my page, thedougstewartshow.com, or the app. Just go ahead and join 7. I'm always saying get with the times. Stop acting like you at your mama house, calling that girl you met at summer camp 2 states away, and your mama screaming out,
I know you better not be talking long distance running up my bill with that little hussy girl.
Well, get with the times with your long-distance charges. Presenting Univon. Univon offers unlimited worldwide calling to 60-plus countries for $14.99 a month. No contract, no activation fee, and no cancellation fee. Users can call anytime using their mobile phone or home IP phone. So stop flushing money down the drain. Get more details by clicking Univon's link banner on thedougstewartshow.com or the link on the dougstewartshow.com app. Try out Univon and call your peoples like you not at your mama house.
He hates sports talk fakers more than he hates traffic tickets. Doug Stewart.
This is the Doug Stewart Show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't say it enough. If I say thank you a million times, it wouldn't be enough. We are going to make this the #1 sports talk show online, and why not? Why not? We can do it. I need you to tell your folks, anybody that you know that has listened to the Stews before, let them know that One Stew is back. One Stew is back in live in effect. All right? Believe that. Tell all your friends, man. Once again, you can give me a call at 404-382-0338. That's the number to the show. And give me a call, man. We need your ballers and your busters. We're pretty much doing the same format that we did with the 2 live stews. Ballers and busters, trivia tomorrow, old school. This is the things that we did when we first started back in 2001, 2, 3, and 4. All right? We're syndicated. We're all over the world. As a matter of fact, if you in Japan right now and you used to listen to the stews, we had some guys that actually used to listen to the show that were in the military that were over in Afghanistan, I believe. And they used to text us during the show and say they were huddled around the radio listening to the stews. And it was great, man. It was fantastic. So that's the type of love and the family, the family type atmosphere that we're going to try to create around on this show. Now, when I went to the break, I was telling you my baller and buster goes to one guy. And my baller and buster award goes to one guy. First of all, he gets a baller award, and I'm talking about Jameis Winston. And you say, why would he get a baller award? He gets a baller award because he was on the sideline in Florida State's come from behind win. We really wouldn't come from behind. It was actually tied. Clemson fumbled the ball, and their territory had the opportunity to win. But he was on the sideline being the biggest cheerleader. He was like ML Carr back in the day for the Boston Celtics. He was being the biggest cheerleader for his team out there, even though that he couldn't play because of all of the shenanigans and, F him in the vagina and all of that. Okay, so he had to sit down. You know the story. But then I'm giving him a buster at the same time because of what he said. And what he said, and the fact that you can put a cherry on top of it, that he got dressed up before the game like he thought he was going to play. Now, that thing really, really confused me, and you are listening to the Doug Stewart Show. It really confused me why Jameis Winston felt like, I don't know if he thought that he could just practice and warm up, or did he really think that he was going to go out there and play? I mean, it's a mystery. But you saw him on the sideline, arguing with Jimbo Fisher, and Jimbo Fisher was like, man, what the hell is the matter with you? Are you stupid or dumb? And I hate to call a college kid stupid or dumb, but that's the look that Jimbo Fisher had on his face, like, man, I can't believe you. And so my brother thinks Winston just is coddled. And my brother really thinks, and he'll talk about this a little bit later when he comes on the show, he really thinks that Jameis Winston thought they were playing. He really thought that this stuff was all over ESPN and that, all of these penalties come down. They told him, you're not going to play. He really thought that they were just kidding. Like, he had a look on his face like, are you serious? You're really not going to let Jameis play? He had that look on his face, and I really think that the guy thought that he should have been able to go out there and play, which was incredible to me. And so I'm obviously a fan of his. I've talked about him in some of my YouTube shows about the fact that, I think this kid, after what happened last year with the rape allegations, I really think the kid is a good kid at heart, okay? But some of the things that he does make you scratch your head like, man, you can't be this dumb. You really can't. You just can't be this dumb. Now, allegedly, they say that he's a good student, made high SATs, like a 3.5 student, that type of thing. But I don't see it. It doesn't translate into real life, okay? It doesn't translate into real life with Jameis Winston. And I don't know how many more chances he's going to get. They're already talking about his draft stock going down and this, that, and the other. I don't know about that. I think if he would have came out last year, he probably would have been the first pick in the draft. But really, dude, you're going to start losing some money here in a second. Now, by the grace of God, if you're Florida State, they found a way to win that game, which they really shouldn't have. But that's what happens in sports. A lot of times you end up winning games you're not supposed to because you're just better than the other team. And that's exactly what happened this past weekend. Florida State's a better team. And I think the football guys just smiled down on them and said, you know what, we're going to help you win this ball game, and that's what happened. Okay, same thing you saw this past weekend against Dallas and St. Louis. St. Louis, when you're not the best team, a lot of times things just don't go your way. Dallas shouldn't have won that game, and I said it. Dallas shouldn't have won that game. Now, that's one of the games that I think Dallas should have won. I had them penciled to win that game. I had them winning 5 games this year, but they shouldn't have won that game even. So I think the Cowboys are going to struggle this year. But back to Jameis Winston. Are you kidding me, dude? I mean, seriously. And it sounds like he comes from good parents and this, that, and the other. But he doesn't get it. He just does not get it. 404-382-0338. And you can also text me at 770-847-0536. Let's go ahead and talk to ATL Spiller. ATL Spiller, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What you got?
What's going on, Doug?
What's up, ATL Spiller?
Hey, man, I can't call it, man. Hey, man, congratulations on your new show, bro.
Thank you very much, bro. I really appreciate it. Thank you for calling, man.
Oh, yes, sir, man. Man, I got my ballers and my busters, man.
Let's hear them.
Okay, well, of course, my buster goes to those Buccaneers, man.
The Succaneers?
Football they played.
Yeah, horrible exhibition of football by the Buccaneers.
Man, that lack of effort out there on the field, man, it makes professional football look sorry.
You know what I'm saying?
But my ballers got to go to my boys, Pittsburgh Steelers, running through that number 1 Carolina defense.
Yeah, I was shocked about that one. On the road last night, Pittsburgh comes up with a great win. Mike Tomlin rallies the troops. They started off kind of rough in the season, but that's a great win on the road for Pittsburgh, man. And Pittsburgh is one of those teams that's built on solid defense. And when you can play solid defense and run the ball with Blunt and Bell and those guys, man, you can win a lot of football games. So, yeah, good win by the Steelers.
Excellent win by the Steelers, man. But again, man, big ups on you guys on your show, man. I'm tuning in. I'm chiming in every day.
Hey, appreciate it, ATL Spiller. Pass the word. Tell at least 2 people. When we were on the Stews, we used to say tell 1 person about the show, and we built our audience up like that big time. We did all this guerrilla marketing before social networks. But I need you to tell 2 people, not 1 people. We say tell 1 person. No. Tell 2 people, okay? Tell 2 people. Before we even started today, we had already amassed a good number of followers. Go on Spreaker.com and follow the show, as well as go to my website, thedougstewartshow.com, and follow the show as well. So as soon as the show is done at 2 p.m., we're going to have a podcast posted like instantly when I sign off. This thing is great. Spreaker is fantastic. As the second that I sign off,